Nikita season 4, episode 6, titled Cancelled. Alright, so it's the last episode of Nikita, final season, final episode. Personally, I thought it wrapped up very well. I thought it was a great ending. It was just a really good episode. It had a pretty great twist towards the end that just, obviously resulted in Nikita and her team winning, which I'm pretty sure we all expected, but just how they did it was really, really well done. And even after all these episodes, in the final episode we get details that we never got to see, and they do it through flashback where they show Nikita during her first couple of days there. And I thought that was a really interesting thing. It's her, I won't say last couple of days, but it was like her final time versus Amanda, and then we get that as a contrast with her first. I think it only went up to like the first 4 days, and they show how she was pretty much just crazy and over the top, and she would bite people and just attack people because she was just angry and just sort of crazy and stuff. And it was just really cool to see that, where that was the crux of this episode, where even though she's been the good guy through the entire series, you know Amanda thought, hey, she's gonna snap and like kill everyone and then come after me. And of course, the main problem with that is obviously Amanda wants to win, but it seemed like everyone was against Nikita because it seemed like she was losing her mind. Michael says he wants to go after her and he's supposed to be on her team, and so he's going after her. Amanda is like helping the team out to stop her because she's going crazy, and she's like, if she goes crazy, it'll screw up my plans. And as we all know, Amanda likes to have things in a set order, and it was just really well done. And we get to see Nikita seemingly go crazy in this episode where she's just murdering people left and right. And I thought it was just really good. And in the end we find out the entire episode, or this whole plan, was a plot that she came up with, and everyone on the team was involved in it. And it was just to trick Amanda. And it was great how they did it. And they had to trick everyone. They were surrounded by the military. They could have been shot like at any second, because they're in a government operation at this point, and the leader of this operation is actually a double. And I love how they, that was the information that Ryan gave her at the end of last week's episode. And I figured it had to be something important, because they only do that in TV shows when it's something crucial, and they're saying something but they don't tell us what the person said until later on. But I love how they did that. And I didn't expect that to be the information. I thought it would be something else. But it was really cool. He's like, this guy's a double, and it just worked around. That was the plan it worked around. And I really love that. That information, that little bit of information, is how they formulated the whole plan. Like, this is how we'll capture Amanda, because I'll get captured, and then that'll bring her out of hiding, and it'll trick her. And it was just really, really great. And I love how it ended, where Nikita doesn't, she doesn't kill anyone, and it was just great how they did that. But how she gets, how she wins against Amanda, I thought was just perfect. I mean, she's locked up in the chair, and Amanda's talking, you did this and that, and I win, thank you for killing everybody off, and thanks for losing your mind, pretty much. And then Nikita gets out and just puts her in the chair, and she reveals the whole plan. I never lost anything. I used to be like that, and it's still a part of me, but I am still the strong person that you've been fighting these past couple of years. I think it's in this show, the span of the actual show, it's only been like a year or something, but for us, obviously, this past couple of years. And she just leaves her there. I mean, the whole wing of the entire prison is emptied out, and she's just alone. And I love how she left her. She says, welcome back to the basement, Helen. And she just leaves her locked up. And I thought that was the perfect way to do that. It was just mentally something Amanda would do, but obviously it came from Nikita, and I thought it was just really well done. I love that. And the little epilogue they did, where it shows what everyone does. Like, the one thing I wish they had, they didn't actually show Sonia in this episode, which kind of sucks because it was the final episode. But it also sort of makes sense because she wasn't really like captured with them or whatever, because she was actually off in London. But they kind of like she kind of just hasn't. She wasn't in the show the last two episodes, which sort of sucks because it's the last season. But it was still really good. We got to see everyone doing their own thing, and I love how it ended with Michael and Nikita basically just doing what they do, and they're going off to just help more people who need help because that's who they are, and I thought that was really cool. But ultimately, love the episode, love the series, of course. I mean, I wouldn't do this review, I wouldn't watch the episodes at all if I didn't love the show. But great ending. It was good action, very suspenseful because I had no idea how things were gonna go. I assumed they would win, of course, and no one would die, but it was still just a great way how they did it, where they just tricked everyone that they were involved with, and then in the end, it was just Amanda's tortured like how she tortured everyone else she ever came up against. So loved the episode, loved the ending, thought it was just perfect. I thought it was just a great ending because shows can end bad, but obviously Nikita didn't, and I'd never expected it to anyway. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the show. Favorite parts of this episode, favorite parts of the series, favorite moments of the entire series. Definitely put those below. Definitely one of my favorite moments is when Percy actually died, because I think that was one of the only times Nikita actually killed someone when she had like time to think. Because any other moment, it was like, these people are coming after me, I have to kill them. But that was one of those few moments where she had the conscious choice to say, I can pull him up or I can let him go, and she just dropped him, and that was the end of Percy. And that was just one of my favorite moments out of this entire series because I thought it was so well done. And it was just like she had that choice, and that guy was so evil. She was just like, I can't be me right now. I have to just let this guy go. And she drops him, and you just don't live from like a 400-foot drop or however long that was. But he was gone. But that was definitely one of my favorite parts. And everything with the sleepers I thought was really cool. Like the whole season, with the black box and them going up against the sleepers. I always thought that was really sweet because, for one, it brought in Owen, and I like him as a character. I thought he was really cool. But also, all the sleepers were cool because they're like the toughest people to fight. So I really loved that entire season. I thought that was really cool. It's probably my favorite one just because it was so intense, and they're going up against like literally the strongest people that they could go up against. So I enjoyed that. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the show. Definitely tell everyone to watch the series. Obviously, it's ended, but tell people to support it because it was a good show. It was worth watching. Sadly, it did get canceled. Love that they used that as the title for the final episode too. But tell everyone to watch it and support it anyway because it's a great show. It's a great spy series, and it's just done really well. So comment below with all your comments and everything like that. And thanks for watching.